The lives of animals are frequently threatened due to stupid reasons, such as human greed for exotic animal products. The act of poaching has caused the death and endangerment of many species. Sadly, not all of these tales receive attention online. However, one such heartbreaking story managed to spread and touch the hearts of many. Hello and welcome to Amazing Animal Stories. For 3 years, this lion got stuck in a trap. You won't believe what happened after. However, before we begin our story, we would greatly appreciate it if you would subscribe to our channel, Amazing Animal Stories, and also press the bell icon. Let's get started. This story occurred in Tanzania's Makimu National Park, where poaching has been taking place for years and has resulted in many animal fatalities and injuries. In 2009, as they often did, poachers laid traps in the park to capture animals. Tragically, one young lion suffered for 3 long years due to this illegal activity. Makimu National Park, Tanzania's 4th largest, is home to a diverse range of animal species such as elephants, buffaloes, zebras, wildebeest, hyenas, leopards, and lions who wander the park freely in search of food. One sunny afternoon in 2009, a young lion cub went hunting for his next meal like he often did with the rest of the pride. Despite his youth, he was skilled in the art of hunting. When he reached the grassy fields, he lay down in the tall grass and patiently waited for his prey to pass by. After 20 minutes of waiting, the cub became restless as no prey was in sight, and the heat became unbearable, causing him to pant in search of shade. It seemed like he would return to his den with an empty stomach. However, just as he was about to lose hope, he spotted a passing antelope. As a lion, the second fastest among wild cats, the cub could reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, though only for short bursts. Hence, lions have to be near their prey before pouncing. The young cub, waiting for the antelope to come within range, charged forward to attack. However, he missed his target and the antelope fled for its life. Determined not to give up, the young cub continued to chase the antelope. The pursuit lasted for about 2 minutes until a heart-wrenching event took place. The lion, consumed by his hunger for the antelope, failed to notice a snare set by poachers. Running headlong into it, the trap was a sinister device with a metal catching ring and a bait in the center. The moment the lion inserted his head into the trap, it snapped shut. The cub made attempts to release himself from the trap, but instead only succeeded in tightening the metal ring around his neck. Despite his valiant efforts, he was unable to free himself. The antelope, who had momentarily forgotten about the lion's pursuit, lingered, perhaps out of compassion, to see the young lion's fate. After waiting for 5 minutes, the antelope eventually departed, leaving the helpless cub to suffer. As the evening sky transformed into a molten brass color and daylight faded away, the moon became the only source of light, gazing upon the poor lion as he struggled to break free from the trap. At dawn, the cub finally managed to escape the trap, but with the metal snare still tight around his neck. Despite his newfound freedom, the cub lay motionless on the grass, clearly exhausted and in pain. This marked the start of a terrifying existence the lion could never have imagined. After regaining some strength, the cub eventually rose and set out to find his pride. The snare had cut deeply into the lion's flesh, causing him to bleed profusely. When the cub reunited with the pride, they could see that he was severely injured, and they felt compassion for him. Although they offered him love, comfort, and care, none of them was able to remove the snare from around his neck. Only human intervention could free the lion from the trap. The fate of this young lion seemed uncertain as the snare's grip around his neck tightened each day. His ability to hunt was hindered, and his wound became infected, leaving him in a desperate state. The once strong cub now struggled to breathe and eat, with the snare digging deeper into his flesh every day. The sight of the injured animal was heart-wrenching as he tried to survive with limited mobility and a wound that wouldn't heal. It was uncertain whether he would succumb to starvation or find a way to break free from the snare's grasp. What would become of this young lion whose life had taken a tragic turn? The cub probably could have starved to death, but his family members came to the rescue each day. The pride truly came together to support one of their own in need. It's amazing how animals can show empathy and compassion, even in the wild. The bond between members of the pride was strong, and they demonstrated this through their unwavering love and support for their injured member. It is truly remarkable how much compassion animals possess, far beyond what we often acknowledge. With feeding no longer an issue, the question remained, could the lion be freed from the snare around his neck? Stay tuned as a surprising event is about to unfold. The park rangers embarked on a rescue mission to free the young lion from the snare around his neck. Despite their efforts, tracking down the injured animal proved to be challenging. The lion, for unknown reasons, had retreated deep into the wilderness and was guarded by his family, making it difficult for the rangers to get close to him. The efforts of the wildlife rescue team paid off as they successfully freed the lion from the snare. The animal was finally rescued after a long and difficult search. The first group, tasked with finding the lion, managed to locate him despite his efforts to hide deep in the wilderness. The other group, meanwhile, worked to keep the lion's family members at bay so the animal could be sedated and treated. The combined efforts of both groups paid off as the snare was cut away from the cub's neck before it could do any further harm. The timely intervention of the veterinarians saved the lion from suffocating to death. After receiving the necessary treatment, the animal was finally set free, back into its natural habitat. The liberation from the snare marked the end of the young lion's long and painful journey. Afterwards, he would regularly visit the location where the snare was removed, observing the spot for a few minutes before walking away. This behavior led the park rangers to believe that the lion was expressing gratitude towards his rescuers. Subsequently, the lion was seen again, and it was clear that he had undergone a significant transformation. The once thin and weak lion now appeared much more robust and possessed a magnificent mane. He roamed the wilderness with joy, and his only remaining mark of the past ordeal was the scar on his neck. However, would this be the last case of a lion enduring the cruel actions of poachers? What can be done to stop such illegal hunting practices? Unfortunately, with the decline in tiger populations, the demand for lion claws and bones in certain regions of the East has increased to be used in traditional medicines. Studies have indicated a rapid decrease in lion numbers, as there were approximately 200,000 lions in Africa in the 1960s, but this number has now plummeted to just 23,000 to 25,000 lions remaining. Do you believe that sufficient measures are being taken to protect lions and other wild animals from poaching activities? The rapid decline in the lion population is a cause for concern and highlights the need for more effective strategies to combat poaching. So that's it for today. Let us know your views in the comments section below. We hope you found this story very interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. Also, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to our channel, Amazing Animal Stories. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads. Thanks for watching. We will see you next time.